Hey guys, it's me again. So I was chatting with another dolly collector, which made me think of something that I just thought I was going to ask other collectors if they're the same way. Because I've noticed that I'm not a big hat person. You'll probably notice in most of my videos I don't put a lot of hats on my babies. Although I have a ton of hats, I have a ton of them. I have a whole drawer full of different hats, and they're overflowing because I love them. I like the idea of them, but usually because I'm so picky about the babies I choose, one of the first things I look for is, a nice head of hair that's been rooted very well, that I wouldn't want to cover up, which makes me, as a collector, not put hats on my dolls very frequently. So you'll see here, Bentley was wearing a little hat prior to changing him. And it almost is a struggle to leave it on him. I usually will take pictures or do a video and then I'll pull the hat off of them. Just because I don't like covering their hair, especially when I like their hair. Really funny about it. I don't know. I don't like knowing it might be messy underneath the hat. So I'm kind of curious if any other collectors are out there like that. Because I feel like it's a little bit borderline OCD for that type of behavior. But I'm also the type of collector that when I put an outfit on a baby, I may leave it on them for a little while just because I really, really like it and they look kind of perfect, and I like to have them looking like, perfectly coiffed, I guess you could, coiffed? I'm not sure how to pronounce that word, but making them look very pretty, perfect looking in my eyes of how I want them to be posed, their hair is done, and then I kind of like to leave them. And I do that for, a few days, and then I'll get to a point where I'll want to see them in something different, and then I'll do it all over again. But I usually, once I like how they look or how they're posed, I don't like touching them too much. Kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. As you see, we'll move down to baby Amy, which, because she isn't a one-of-a-kind clay sculpt, I generally don't mess with her as much as I normally would of a reborn or silicone baby, because she's made of clay. So even though she's a very snuggly baby, this baby is very snuggly because she has quarter length limbs, so they're mostly cloth, kind of up to around here on her wrists, and then to about here on her legs. So she's very poseable and very cuddly when you hold her. So she's not like, I handle her, she can be handled, but I'm also very careful with her because I don't want to overhandle her, but I always keep a hat on her for some reason. She's kind of one of those babies that she has very sparse hair on her head, and I just like her in hats. So she'd be the one exception to my rule. But like I said, she's been in this outfit for like forever. And I probably won't change her again for quite a while just because I love the outfit on her. So that has a little to do with it, but I love the hat with it as well. And then we go over to baby Janica, who, once again, she fits the categories. I love her hair, and I love how it's rooted because it's very newborn. And it lays nice and flat. So I had her in a little strawberry outfit this morning, and I've already since changed her, taken the hat off her because I can't bear to keep a hat on her head. I don't like knowing that the start of my week she'll have a hat on her head and her hair might be messy underneath. It's so weird, I guess. And please don't mind my ringing phone in the background because clearly someone's calling me, but that's all right, they can wait. So I just want to show you how nice her hair is, how nicely rooted her hair is. Just so you can kind of get an idea how well done it is. So that's why I generally don't like to put a hat on her head. So now that she's been styled, she will be left alone probably for the start of my week, just because I'll be at work and I probably won't change her again till maybe next weekend, depending on how I'm feeling. Maybe tonight I'll put pajamas on her, who knows. But generally once I've styled them, I leave them be. So I was just curious if any other collectors are out there like me that do the same thing if you like a head of hair, if you tend to leave your babies mostly without a hat on them, even though they look probably cute as can be with them. Like I said, I just take pictures or do a video and then I pull the hat off, and then they're usually without a hat most of the time on their head. So there she is. She's being very good. All my babies are. They're so well behaved. And there, we're back to Bentley, who has, like, his hair is hard to mess up anyways because of, well, it's rooted beautifully. And it has that look of, you know, the baby peach fuzz. But it's really nice quality, so it just looks natural in the way that she rooted it. So even when you mess it up, it doesn't look bad, which I love, because then I'm not afraid to handle him more because I don't want to mess up his hair. So that means I can cuddle him a whole lot more. But anyways, just a question I wanted to ask other fellow collectors. And, you know, just to see what your opinions were, if you're the same way, or if you don't really mind. Either way, I'd love to hear your comments and love to see what your views are, because I know as collectors we are all so very different in what we do with our babies, and I love just hearing other people share what they do. So, okay guys, that's it for a while. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.